Alright, so yesterday I went to my bartending class for my final test. Yeah, I went in and I'm like, whatever. I went on a Sunday to do the test because I couldn't go on Friday because it was my birthday on Thursday. I'm 20, by the way. So yeah, I go in, I'm practicing. I met the teacher that I first had, my first professor, and he was like, oh, you're in this class today. I was like, yeah. He was like, cool, how you been? I was like, blah, blah, blah. We had to talk. Went inside, he went to lunch, and he was coming back at 2:30 to take a test. So I'm practicing, so I meet this kid, Alan, who randomly comes by, starts talking to me. He already passed the test, and he's already on Friday. So he just came back to talk to the teacher. So we're talking, blah, blah. He's helping me with my speed drill, my test, whatever. So then this girl from my other class comes in, and she's like, did you take the test yet? I'm like, no. She was like, well, here, this is the written test. We have to take it. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So the secretary lady gives us the test and lets us sit there with everybody around us doing different things and take the test. So he comes back and he's like, oh, what is this? And I'm like, it's a test. And he's like, well, how do I know you didn't cheat or like look in your book? I was like, because you trust me. He was like, yeah, I trust you. So he took the test, he graded them, we passed. So then we did the speed drill, and he was like, oh, when you do yours, you want her to do it for you? Because, it'll be more comfortable for you. And I'm like, yeah. So she gives me the speed drill test, and I make 22 drinks in 4 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm supposed to, the limit is 6 minutes, and I did it in 4:56. I was like, word. And then he was like, oh, good job, whatever. So everybody's leaving after everybody did their test, and he's like, I'm making daiquiris. Who wants to stay for daiquiris? So I'm like, hell yeah. So I stay, and my friend leaves. I'm like, fuck, she's leaving me with him, the teacher, the professor, this kid Alan, this girl Tiffany. And they're all over the age of 24, so I'm like, alright, no worries. So we're all drinking, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, what are you guys doing tonight? And I'm like, nothing. They're like, nothing. So he's like, you want to come to a crawl? And I'm like, what the fuck is a crawl? So he's like, alright, here's an address, and he's like, take a taxi to this address, and I'll meet you there and take my bike. So we're like, cool, whatever. So we go out and get a taxi. We get into the taxi, and this guy, this random Asian guy who doesn't speak any English, is like, no, we only go to Lexington. And it's like, you go from 39th Street to Lexington, that's it? And he's like, yeah, I don't go to Williamsburg. We're supposed to go to Williamsburg to this bar. So we get out, and when we're getting out, Alan pushes the door open really fast and hard, and he hits this little guy on a fucking bike, random Chinese guy, another Chinese guy, on the bike, and the guy falls over, and he's so mad he's getting up, and Alan's like, what the fuck, why would a bike in Manhattan anyways, fuck you. So we get another cab, and the guy takes us there, and we get to this bar, and this bar's like really cool looking. It's like a wood cabin, log cabin theme, and they were like doing contests, like making drinks in less than 5 minutes and making it really good, and everybody got to try it, and there was free food and free drinks all night. And then at one point, me and the girl Tiffany had to use the bathroom. So we're looking for the bathroom, you guys, and it has a sign that has a bathroom sign on the wall. We're like, but there's no doorknob or nothing. So we push, and inside is the bathroom, and it's like a wood cabin bathroom, and the sink is all like looking really crazy wonky, and then the door, you lock the door with a wooden spoon. Epic shit, I know. And we went in the bathroom together because I was drunk, she was drunk, and we just used the bathroom together. I was gonna take a picture of her on the toilet, but I think that would be a little fucked up. So we come out the bathroom, and they're like, who's going to the crawl? And it's like, well, I thought this was the crawl. And they're like, no, you get on a bus on the crawl, and you go to 5 different bars. You get to drink all you want for free, and eat all you want for free, and watch these competitions happen. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. So then the girl bails out, Tiffany bails out, and then the professor's like, I have a fucking competition tomorrow, so I can't go tonight. So I'm like, well, if you're not going, I don't want to go by myself or with this kid. So they're like, oh, whatever, just go with him, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to go because it sounds free. So as soon as we get on the bus, they're giving us bottles of, I don't fucking know, little ass bottles of mixture of shit, so strong, ridiculously strong. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever, I take it, and they give us a bag too. So we sit down, and they're coming around with more drinks, more cocktails, more shots. So then this one lady's walking through rows, and she has a hat, and she's like, here, pick out of the hat. And I'm fucking like, God, me? So I pick out of the hat, and it's like go 8 shot. And I'm like, this does not sound inviting. This doesn't sound fun. This just sounds like it's gonna fuck me up. So I'm like, whatever. She gives me a shot. I take it, and I feel like shit as soon as it hits my mouth. I'm like, fuck, really? So we're going through the city, we go all the way uptown, back downtown, and all this time they're just talking and being obnoxious, and this one girl in front of us who had a really big forehead like Tyra Banks would not shut up laughing, and she kept going ha 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 ha. When I was laughing, she looks around when she's laughing and see who's laughing with her, and he's like, you're so annoying, shut up. So at one point, this guy who is so annoying is telling a joke that's lasting 5 minutes, and I'm getting aggravated because he won't shut up. And then the kid Alan next to me is like, oh, you're not listening? So he bumps me, and his drink falls on my leg. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, listen, he's talking, listen. And I'm just like, are you serious right now? This is not my fucking scene. So I'm contemplating right now. I'm like, dude, one, I'm fucked up. Like, I'm so fucked up. When, like, if I even tried to get up, I would probably have fallen. So I'm thinking, I'm like, I have to get off this bus, I have to know where we are. So I'm looking out the window, like, really, because the windows were tinted. I'm trying to, like, really see what the fuck is outside, like the street signs, but I can't really make them out. So at one point they were like, oh, we're in Chelsea. I'm like, yes, we're close to the train. So then we go through Chelsea and we go to fucking Soho, and I'm like, fuck, where are we really going? So we get off this bus at some random ass Soho place called Lani Kai. And the place is really nice. Like, it was downstairs, all the way downstairs in the basement, and the bar was really pretty, and everybody was just, like, really excited about it, and I was just like, you know what, this is my fucking time to get away. So, I'm with Alan, and he, like, won't leave me. Like, he's, like, my fucking loyal steed, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And he's like, this is another case of the crazies. He's like, oh, you know, you're really cool, and I think we should get to know each other more. And I'm just like, fuck, this is not happening right now. And he's just talking, yeah, you know, you're really chill, and blah, blah, I never meet girls like you, because blah, blah, you're ready to come across, blah, blah. And I'm just like, fucking God, how do I get out of here? So I'm like, hey, go get me a drink. So he's like, what do you want? I was like, I don't know, anything, you know, you're a new bartender, blah, soup him up. And he's like, oh, cool. So then, as soon as he left, I left. And I kind of walked around up the stairs to get out so he wouldn't see me leaving. Dude, I was out like a fucking bullet. And then I'm wondering, like, I'm stumbling outside of this club, wondering where the fuck I am, so I have to walk, and I'm walking for a little while. It was nice outside last night, maybe it was just because I was really hot. Anyways, it's like 10 o'clock, and I'm fucking toasted on my mind. So I'm walking around the city, and then I realize where I am, and I'm next to Uniqlo, which is like a couple blocks from the train station. So I'm walking, and then I start calling people, because I'm stupid, and I do drunk calls. So I'm calling everybody I know, and talking to people, and telling them what the fuck's happening to me. So then I go to Burger King, and it's like 3 random Asian guys, and they're like, basically closing, and I'm like, can I have a Whopper Jr. with cheese and some french fries? And I was trying to sound as sober as possible, but I know my eyes were so fucking dilated and just epic. Like, I couldn't even explain how it looked last night. And then, got my food, and I'm eating it on the train, and it was like the best fucking burger I've ever had in life. Like, it was so good. The french fries weren't that good, but the burger was so fucking good, and it was hot and toasted, and I'm just like, oh, this right here. But, yeah, I got on a train, and I'm just, like, out of it. And I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that just happened. And then we took pictures during the night, and it was just, like, one of those Nick and Nora moments where I don't even know. I don't know how it happened. I don't know when it was happening. I'm just like, this is not happening. This doesn't happen. There are not buses in the city that take you around to each bar to drink for free. Oh, and I was supposed to be a member of that club. He goes, well, if you go, you know, at the end of the night, you probably have to become a member of the club. And I'm like, cool, how do you become a member? He's like, you pay $100. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not paying $100. So I got drunk and ate for free and didn't pay $100 for the membership club because, yeah, I don't have $100 to be sparing on some dumb shit like that. Okay, thanks. But yeah, I just had to tell you what happened because it was epic. Like, it was so epic. So fucking epic.